What's up? First of all, I want to thank each and every one of you for all the support I've been getting on this channel. I wanted to make a 25 subscriber special, but I didn't this time and it's too late. We're 28 strong now. There's probably gonna be a 30 subscriber special. We're almost at 30. Please like, subscribe, share these videos so this channel can grow and I can make more content like this, experiment with different kind of formats. So I want to thank you for tuning in today. You could be watching any other channel right now, Davey 504 or Two Set Violin or any other music related channel, but you're not. You're watching me. Thank you very much. Today's video gets cool with Dubbledibz. If you haven't seen the previous two videos, I recommend you go and watch them and learn all about the trumpet. Now you don't necessarily need to watch the other two videos to watch this video. In this Get Schooled with Dubbledibz video series, go through videos on YouTube and search for the best educational trumpet videos out there to try and improve our trumpet skills. In this video we'll be looking for a better trumpet embouchure. If you don't know what that means, neither do I. The first video we'll be watching together is from Trumpet Master Classes with Dr. Brian Shook. He's a doctor. As always, I haven't watched these videos before, so it's the authentic experience of us watching these videos for the first time together. I got maybe 5 or 6 videos that I've gathered throughout all of YouTube, but there's probably on every topic a few hundred videos that you can watch. Let's just jump into it.
The word embouchure comes from the French word meaning mouth. So,
whoa, no introduction, just straight to the point. It's not that I mind, I just would have liked he eased us into it, but it's just like...
So whenever we talk about the embouchure, we are referring to the way we form our mouth forming on a wind instrument. Now it's important to remember, especially with the trumpet, that not everyone's facial structure is exactly the same. The way individuals form their embouchure may be a little different from one person to the next.
Yes, this is true. You got trumpet players, 1 second. Now, because of the way your mouth is built and stuff like that, you got people who have to play more up, straight, down. They say you have to put your mouthpiece in the middle of your embouchure. But you also got people, and some really big trumpet players also, who play really to the side, like this. So there isn't necessarily a wrong or right way.
So the basis of forming our embouchure is saying the letter M. So say M.
M.
Now say M again, but flex these corners of out here of your mouth. M.
For once in your life you can flex. M.
And when I do that, you can see some dimples form.
And some cute dimples, might I add.
Not everybody has dimples, that's okay. So...
He's so proud of that. Let's just watch that again.
When I do that, you can see some dimples form. Not everybody has dimples, that's okay. So we're going to form our embouchure, and when we do that and we say the letter M, we notice that our teeth are a little bit apart as well. They're not closed. Now blow some air through your lips. Just let a little bit of air through. M.
M.
Notice that our chin is flat too. It's not bunched. And when we blow that air through, that opening in our lips we call the aperture.
The next video is from Artist House Music. It's a fairly old video. It's from 2011. 2011, that was still the Wild West of YouTube. It still is a little bit the Wild West when it comes to educational videos, isn't it? But I think the quality of teachers has gone up. But I don't know, I haven't seen this video yet.
This is the lesson on the embouchure, which is the position your lips take when they approach the trumpet.
Well, she just does not want to be there. That is the face of somebody that does not want to be at the place that they're at. Please, somebody get her out of there. She's like, how did I get here? How did I get here?
And our student for this one is Laura Tellman. Laura's 15 years old and from Connecticut. And how long have you been playing, Laura?
5 or 6 years.
Oh, great. You have a private teacher, do you?
2.
Yeah, we used to say in New York, you take private, you take private, you take private. Well, now you know, I must imagine that you know, the position of the lips is important when you're playing the trumpet. And the idea is to contract the muscles of the lips much like you were kissing.
That's so uncomfortable.
Toward the center. Now, the way I usually demonstrate this is to take a pencil and put it right between my lips. And then contract every...
Insert forced laughing here.
Toward the center. so that the pencil stands straight out. The muscular movement should be toward the mouthpiece. The smile is a bad idea. Do you know why?
No.
Okay, well, you've got this mouthpiece, this piece of brass pushing against your lip. And if you smile, it thins out the lip, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So when you push the mouthpiece against it, it's going to close off all the blood vessels that supply blood to that part of your muscle. That means the muscle's going to get tired.
Right.
So if you concentrate the mouthpiece, the muscles toward the mouthpiece, you've got all that room for the blood to flow and you can stay strong.
Yeah, I used to play with another kind of embouchure, more a thin embouchure. It can really hurt after a while. If your lips or teeth hurt after playing, especially after just a short while, you should go and search for a teacher who can help you with that, because that ain't good.
I usually tell all my students this because it's kind of a cute story. When I was a little boy,
I don't like where this is going.
folks gave me a Christmas present. And the Christmas present was a little tower that was connected with a line to an air pump.
Sorry, but this sounds more like a very, very sad story, bro.
When I was a little boy, folks gave me a Christmas present. And the Christmas present was a little tower that was connected with a line to an air pump. The line to an air pump.
Such a sad story.
And I put a styrofoam ball in the tower, and I'd turn on the air pump, and the styrofoam ball would float up on the column of air. Well, the notes that you play on a trumpet are like that styrofoam ball. They float on the air columns.
I don't believe him. It's not necessarily a story that's very unbelievable, but I think he just made it up to tell his students. I don't think it's a real story. What do you think? Do you think it's a real story?
You go ahead. I happen to have a brand new pencil, never been touched by human hand.
What do you mean you're not human? Because you're touching the pencil, aren't you? So that's it. It's not human. It's proven.
Why don't you try and do what I just did with the pencil?
Okay.
Aha. Okay, now you're using your chin and your teeth.
Maybe.
Yes. Right just on the lips.
All right, guys. Let's try it together, and you'll see it's not that hard as she makes it seem. It really is not.
Got something to practice,
Yeah.
don't you? Not a very pretty face, I understand. It's muscularly powerful. You come at the trumpet from a point of power rather than a point of weakness. I think that's all we're going to cover in this one. Go work on your embouchure.
The next video is from Music Professor, beginning trumpet, forming embouchure.
Now, embouchure, that's a word you probably haven't heard yet.
You're obviously not watching my videos. The people who watch my videos know what an embouchure is.
It's really important we learn the embouchure formation correctly. Stretch your lips against your teeth, kind of like this. You want the corners to point downward.
That's something different. We haven't heard that yet.
You don't want the corners to go back, like you're smiling. Smiling, very bad. Very bad. Doesn't work for the trumpet.
You'll never see a trumpet player smile.
A rubber band, and you were to stretch that rubber band till it's taut or tight, stretch it, then it becomes weak. Same thing with the trumpet embouchure. If you smile, really weakening your muscles.
Alright, the next video is from Blackwell's Trumpet Basics. Blackwell's is an old friend of the channel. I reviewed another video of him, beautiful trumpet sound. I'm not sure if that's the title of his video, but that's the Get Schooled with Dubbledibz trumpet sound. In that video I wasn't necessarily convinced by his tips, but it was very unconventional. And to be honest, I haven't tried it ever since, but maybe this time it will be something that I can relate to.
So in this video,
With a smile like that, how could it go wrong? It cannot go wrong.
we're going to discuss the embouchure. Let's add the mouthpiece to the equation. Now, the first thing you want to do when placing the mouthpiece on the embouchure is slightly wet the lips where the aperture is. From there, you want to make sure that you've got the rim of the mouthpiece, or this flat circular part on the top, in contact with the skin above and below the lips. You want to be very careful not to place the rim of the mouthpiece on this inner pink, red, fleshy part. So we don't want this.
Can't remember which video it was, but it was some R&B hip-hop music video. In the background there were 3 trumpet players, and they all play trumpet like this. I'm pretty sure they were actors, because that's right.
Not only is this inner tissue less resilient and more prone to damage, but also if your aperture becomes too spread, you're going to have trouble controlling your tone and developing your range and technique down the line. So you really want to make sure that you're getting the rim of the mouthpiece in contact with the skin above and below the lips.
Next and last video is from Dubbledibz Trumpet Stuff. I don't know this channel. Yeah, let's just jump into it.
Hey kids, John here. I wanted to talk a little bit more about our embouchure, or how we set our embouchure. I do have a video discusses how I set my embouchure. I think one of the biggest and most important things that is discussed, and that actually is something that is extremely important to our mechanics and our success, is our corners. It's the way we set ourselves up to play. And I think one of the things that's happening here is that our corners aren't always where or set how they should be. One of the descriptions is by Charlie Porter. He talks about cooling soup. One of the things that happens when you do that is the way our chin sets itself up. This shape here. And then the corner.
I gotta say, this man has a very, very impressive chin. I mean, my chin is alright, but his chin is just insane. It's out of this world. You gotta respect a man with a chin like that. I could never replicate what he's doing with his chin. That's very amazing. Wow. Just what a chin. What a man. What a chin.
Corners form here. It's the same thing I talk about when I talk about spitting seeds. When I make the spit motion, this happens. Well, what's happening?
You tell me.
The corners are being flexed but kind of tightened against our teeth, and I think that's huge. I think that this is really, really important. And then when we also spit,
again, let's put our attention to that magnificent chin. What a chin. And also very nice big ears. I don't know if that relates to trumpet playing, but it's very, very impressive.
our teeth find themselves in alignment vertically. It puts our teeth vertically aligned. This is huge for the formation of our embouchure to function at an optimal for us. This makes things optimal. Having the teeth aligned, having the corners set against the teeth. They're not pulling back. You're not. So if you're playing and you go higher and start to pull back and smile.
Again, trumpet players don't smile. Remember, this is very important. Trumpet players don't smile.
Smiling is a bad thing.
I think these were very interesting videos. I learned a few things that I haven't heard yet. So I'm glad. I'm especially gonna pay attention to the corners of the mouth. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, smash like, subscribe, and maybe even share. And see you all in the next video. And to all you trumpeters out there, happy bugling!